properties. Oh,
Man, you're like dead inside, ain't you?
what do you mean I'm dead inside?
You were quiet for a second.
For like 2 seconds?
Yeah,
I can't be quiet for a second without being dead inside.
yeah.
Good to know.
Are you gonna go? Is it go time? Oh, it's go time. I'm getting a Twitch ad on Twitch for Twitch.
Damn, dude. I heard you like Twitch.
Let's a fucking go. I don't think Mario ever said that.
Well, he does in the Mario and Rabbids games.
Those games are garbage. Absolute bottom of the barrel trash heaps.
They're the gameplay is fine.
It's
They
XCOM with the worst fucking
they
goddamn
involve
characters ever
it
invented in
involves
gaming.
the Rabbids, which I'm not for, but like other than that, it's
And
just,
then it's like, I get it. You got like weird movement combos. Like, okay, I guess. Yeah, like Mario fucking pipes, be able to reposition. Like, okay, I get it. But I don't like the XCOM combat.
it works well as baby's first XCOM.
It works well as baby's first batch of bullshit because they're getting indoctrinated into rabid garbage. Fuck
Like,
'em.
in order to be indoctrinated into Rabbid garbage, that would mean that we would have to have more Rabbids games than just those, and they don't exist outside of that universe
I need to refresh
now.
the Twitch because I am like a full minute and a half behind, and that is
How?
unacceptable.
Are you literally at the start of this?
Pretty much, yeah. It was
'Cause,
still
like-
doing the opening before I refreshed, so I'm ready now. It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. How can Alice's vote be betray?
That is a good question, and I want to know the answer.
That's not possible!
That is an ominous
Alice?
standing position.
She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me, a coward? You have some balls saying that to me after you picked betray! Why are you even here?
Well, you gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me.
I just want to talk about this, right? I think the blue door is the one that goes towards the thing, right? No, it's the yellow door. Yellow door is the one that goes there. I remember because it's my favorite color. So the yellow door is on the wall opposite. Within less than a minute, she went through she woke up, went through that door, ran in, and she figured out which of these doors was the right one, scanned
They were
in,
all open.
and voted.
That was the only one that they were all closed. One of them was still open.
They would have all been closed. We didn't open all the doors.
I think they all auto-open. I remember
They do
seeing them
not
all
all auto open.
I don't know.
You have to
about
scan your
that.
key card for each of them. That's why every room has a key card in it. They would have been all exactly the same. No way to know.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly. But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic. Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
You showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room.
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
There's no fucking way she gets in there. It's just not possible, game.
No?
You did that just so you could betray us? Right. What? Don't I get
believe
to
she
do
could
that?
make it. She said she got
I mean,
there
it
10
turned out to
seconds
be the right
before,
thing
and
to
she
do,
got that.
didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me! Look! I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Hell, the truth!
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Vi and Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen ally, Phi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked.
We've all betrayed each other, Luna. Nothing worked here.
If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
At least Vi had a good reason to betray. Turn to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs?
It probably was the bombs.
Probably the bombs. Or had it been something else?
No, I think you nailed one there, dude. It was probably the
Probably
bombs.
the bombs. Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape.
You know, if I was invited to play like a game of laser tag for life and death, and then at some point halfway through the game there was bombs that are unrelated to the game, I would be pretty suspicious of everyone.
I mean, mine do. Is that not how you're supposed to play laser tag? We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath.
We have seen 2 bombs, yes. The second bomb was underneath the table in the room, in the laboratory room, where we went through with the frog that one time.
Excelivir shit. Where Dio nabbed it.
Yeah, the Dio's a dick.
Pay attention.
Room.
You've probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together.
I will remind you, we actually know there's another bomb. Because we were given the code to bomb 1.
Yeah, we have not seen Bomb 1. We've seen Bomb 3 and Bomb 2.
But once we do, that fucker's defused, buddy.
We have not seen the fabled Bomb 4.
Who's to say there's a bomb 4?
There's the 5th pig running around, so we could assume. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma. But I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
What fucking delicate constitution does a circus performer have?
Sorry.
Oh fuck, my circus was in the plague. I have the plague, guys.
Well, in that case,
Two, Fi?
yeah, sorry.
Guys, Sigma knows Latin.
Without another word, she turned
He definitely
and left the
wasn't
warehouse.
referencing his lines.
Theo and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
Alice, even if you're not the only villain here,
Goodbye, Force.
that means you're still a villain? So you're not exactly like advocating for much, you know?
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Yeah, you're not the only villain at the
Hold
villain
on,
convention,
I'm coming.
but you are still bad.
Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it. My back hurts. Oh boy.
Everyone's gone.
I mean, Tenmyoji and Quark are still here, but that's probably not gonna last too much longer. You aren't going to leave too? Oh, Tenmyoji was never here. Those two were never here. I'm stupid.
Yeah, they're sitting in the front row.
Okay, so that means those two can still technically be trustworthy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we know that they had no part in the betrayal.
Yeah, no, those two innocent. We also know Luna's still innocent. All right, good to know. We know who is a good person in this timeline.
I know,
Sure.
but I still
that feels
believe in you,
betray.
Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something, right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no... The Ambidex gates can be opened.
As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo is time to top around a bit too.
Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pear. And what about you?
I'm a magenta pear.
Wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes. A common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
Like Dio.
Like we just are all out to really screw over Dio specifically. I agree with you, Luna. Let's do that. Fuck Dio.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Accelavir. Huh. Yeah, that might work. If we could figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right! The memory card! Pulled it out of my pocket and held it out toward her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh. I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then...
Yes. I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Tenmyoji.
Guys, can we not use words like that when we're describing? Like, there's a situation
Luna
right
and
now.
I...
Like, we have a situation. There are words you don't like. It's like you're at an airport, you know.
Luna and I dropped bombs into the infirmary. Shit.
You know, just jogged into.
Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we'd left him, exploding on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it.
You think his retort was going to be, what are you doing in here, planning to betray this child so that he dies? Is that what you're planning, you witch?
As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card. how we come to the infirmary in the hopes that we could discover the contents of the ladder.
Explain the second bomb is a weird way to say it, because it sounds
I
more like
exploded into the room.
like
I
instead
exploded
of
the
explaining
information.
finding a second bomb, he's like, you remember when we found that first object? I don't remember what we called it, but like it had like a thing in it, and you said it would be very bad if it was to like go off.
The
Like,
information exploded out of my mouth.
the bomb? Oh yeah, that. We have a second one of those now.
Okay.
Then stick it in already.
Go ahead.
Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card.
How fucking unstandard is it that screens have SD card slots? You know, like.
I mean, this is like a medical one. I mean, most people probably wouldn't know explicitly, definitively, you know?
Yeah, but like if you look at an SD card slot, you can tell an SD card slot.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, but it's like on the side or on the bottom or something, man. Who knows? What is this? Write that down, Ninja. Write that down. Oh, it's the same pattern, like repeating. It's like 2 lines, just 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That is true.
Oh, what can you do?
There's also the word one inside of it.
One rax diffum eov biolwix epix sv equiga tucker told.
I'm thinking that we're gonna need this. This has information in it, and we don't have the key for it.
Yeah, we don't have the cipher. We can't decode it quite yet.
Because I'm gonna bet it's not like an actual cipher. Because it's not. I don't think it's a like you convert it. I'm gonna bet this is a jump code. Like we're gonna have like a starting letter, and then we jump a certain number of letters, and that's why it repeats.
Or there's a fuckload of things you could do with something like this. It could be just their own internal system that is like unique.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set. In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat. Yeah.
Some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me.
What the fuck does that mean, Tenmyoji?
Well, it doesn't look random. All right, we can cross that one off the list. It's not randomly generated.
It looks very random to me.
I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there? No, it doesn't look like it.
Why the fuck are you using an entire SD card for this shit? Just you carry around a piece of paper, bro.
It's a 1 kilobyte SD card.
Dude, like, if we're not even there. We're going into individual bytes. Like this motherfucker. This is the smallest goddamn SD card you can find. Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
And the pencil's about to drop. She's gonna admit that she actually does know Clover.
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
All sighed and stretched her neck from side to side. I really
I
wish
believe
Scion
this
was
is
here
an
right about
encoded
now.
message from a terrorist organization.
Oh, well, that's a bit of a
Ooh, called it terrorism.
Okay. I don't even think it was particularly subtle there, Ninja. This one is like the least
What, the
extreme
Dio's
way
a secret
we-
terrorist working for a cult?
We don't even know if it was Dio, but even that, like,
I'm gonna tell
even
you
then,
right the
it's
fuck
just like,
now.
fuck, dude, it's not even that hidden.
There's
Like,
a dot to
this is
dot
off
here.
this goddamn ball. Like, if we went on this route the first time, we knew nothing else. You're like, Dio's a shithead. He's probably some terrorist, man. You would have immediately jumped on this line of logic.
Probably not on this route. Because, like, in this route, he didn't betray the first time around.
I don't know, dude. He didn't betray
What?
the very first route we went, and everyone loved him. There's a daddy long legs outside. Get out of here, you
Yeah,
little
he did
spindly
betray.
ass bastard.
He betrayed on the first time. He blamed it on Quark.
Oh, maybe.
We couldn't be sure that it wasn't him until the second time he betrayed and did the
right,
same
I
bullshit.
guess. There's
They
a
call
big-ass
themselves the
spider outside.
Myrmidons.
Get the fuck out of here, you little bastard.
Call themselves Myrmidons. Called it.
Myrmidons. For some reason, I felt like I'd heard that name before. Dude,
What
they're
are the
only like an
Myrmidons?
intermediate. They're only like a beginner class. What a bunch of shitters. You don't want to fuck with the Great Knights.
Put simply, they're a bunch
Oh,
of thugs
shit,
who are
there's a
trying to
wyvern
destroy
lord.
or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Myrmidons?
Yes.
It's Myrmidon. It
He
might be
said it.
true.
Myrmidon.
Myr-
Well, I can't
Nah,
say for
it's
sure, of course,
Myrmidon.
but it seems likely.
Ignore whatever the fuck they're peddling over here. It ain't important. Damn. I have a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell
And then
you
there's the
anything.
law. Can you have proof that you're not a shithead?
Can you prove you're not a terrorist?
The burden of proof is pretty fucking a high bar for that one, isn't it? I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. Also, there's a mouse on the stream. Get the mouse off the stream. Just creep it on out of there. There you go. Just slow and steady. We've too little information. We need your help. I know I don't know how long it was there. I don't really look over at the stream too often because I'm doing other things at the same time. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she'd leapt up and run out of the room.
They like to describe everyone as leaping everywhere they go.
Hup! She exploded out of the room, killing everyone. Hey, wait! Alice! I took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question.
I have no answer for that.
Remember the crew quarters? Or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded
We knew
calm,
it was
but
the
as soon as we
bombs.
found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
It's probably the Radical 6.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it!
What? Do what?
Kill me!
God damn it, Alex. Did you get the Radical 6 again? You get a second
This is
dose?
a serious moment, Ninja!
Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not going to kill you! I don't even hate you!
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek.
What is this?
Then
Like, if
another,
you're describing
and
somebody's
another.
cheeks, why this shot?
Leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense, just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
That's who you were after, right? People who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself, and about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What, crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. All right, then.
Alice took a deep breath and began.
It's not done.
Yeah. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation, and married shortly thereafter. When I was there, we'd all moved to the U.S.
It was 3.
What?
When I was 3?
Oh, I didn't even see that. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which is why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. But my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man. When dinner time came and went with no sign with him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her. A single mother, alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best to not let me see it, but every so often, when she thought she was alone, that mask would fall away, and every line in her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full-ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at last I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We knew his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. But they try to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother. It's like they're trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be a fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to Soyce headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it, per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed into the trunk. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearances of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all of those children? Apparently it had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler just to call it telepathy. The source had heard of this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time, it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover, until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there. When I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the Swass to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they'd thought that they were sending a message to me. Or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them.
Ants.
They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had, at least, been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying, right there in the morgue. The stream is buffering. Also, Ants is saying we're quiet. Why did it break?
What? We're quiet?
Apparently he's saying we're quiet. I need to refresh the Twitch. Oh, there's an ad. Oh, geez. There goes all that set dressing and atmosphere I had been trying to build. Alright, ready? We good? We're back? Okay.
Is everything better now? Are we less quiet?
I don't know.
Are we too loud now?
I'm here. I can't hear the... What? Okay, that's another fucking massive, massive delay. I'm refreshing again. It's gonna give me another ad, isn't it? Okay, it's not that bad. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we sounded fine before. I don't know what Ants is talking about. I mean, I guess it's still fine, but I don't know. It's probably just on Ants then. You probably need to bump the audio.
Yeah, I bumped everything a bit.
They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who'd put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any other of my agents in danger. So we took our time, we gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that the person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
Well, how can we do that?
I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key.
Sigma might... He doesn't know what a key is! That's why he forces every door! He doesn't know how to open them otherwise! That would explain it!
Yeah, I was just about to say that exact same joke.
It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Ugh. Damn, my throat hurts. I was reading for a while. Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be...
Are we hitting another fucking lock right now?
Welcome back, Forrest. Perfect timing.
I'm livid, dude. You lied to me. You said there wouldn't be another lock on this ending. So I think the requirement is that I have to go over to here
And pick Al out.
and pick.
You all were dickheads. Well, now you get to see what happens if you weren't dickheads. Oh, fuck yeah, my dude. Dude, Zion's gonna lose his fucking
Round
mind with this
2
VOD.
of the
They're
Ambidex
talking about
game.
cloning. And
Results.
he's been shitting out that idea ever since he saw a
Ambidex
damn
game.
vat in the lab. This motherfucker's reading a damn wiki. He knew about the cloning in advance.
The dude wrote the wiki. That's the secret.
Bastard.
Zion made the game. It's all been a ruse the whole time.
Okay.
I eat candy at the same time. So, oh, someone's knocking.
Results
Give
from
me
round,
a
please
second.
direct your points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your break.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma, get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
My eyelids felt like they were lead. Everything is blurry. Oh no, it's just going bad. Ah, now it's knocking again!
Yeah, but none of those people killed us. That's only Alice's fault. Even if she had, why'd she betray? And darkness closed over my mind as well. Questions were gone forever.
Oh, darn. What happened while I was gone? Oh, that's unfortunate. What is everything that happened? I wanted to see, but I didn't get to see. It's bullshit.
You mean we got stabbed and the
Yeah.
thing went all blurry and then we like saw Alice standing there while blurring and then we died.
Oh, did she not leave?
What?
Did she not just fuck off?
No, we didn't get to see
Alright.
it.
Well. What a bitch.
Well, there we go. We now saw Bio's choice of endings. Fucking
that ending.
trash taste in endings.
That one's my favorite.
All right. Where do we want to go? Do we want to try to finesse hanging out with a specific person?
I could go for some cannolis.
Are we?
That's where I want to go. I'm gonna add Sion in a sec here.
I'm thinking right now. K is somewhere on this left-hand side. He is either this route here. He's either...
Have nuts in it? Let's find out.
What?
I'm not talking to you. Does
So-
the, what's this called? Was this just crack? Oh, Crackle. Rice Krispie Hershey Crackle Bar. I don't know what it is. I was given a bag of candy.
You don't know
and I'm
what a
trying it
Crackle
out.
Bar is? Dude, what the
I mean, I've
fuck?
seen it before. I don't remember it.
What the fuck, dude? I don't know what a Crackle Bar? It's basically like a Crunch Bar.
It's
dude.
a more aggressive crunch bar. It's not bad.
Yeah. One of these is Dio and one of these is K. I can tell you that much. But I don't know which is which.
Last reward endings.
Well, you know, let's look here. Let's
Whoa,
see
whoa,
who
there,
can we
buddy.
hang out with here. And if the options are Dio or someone else, we know that one of these is the Dio ending, probably, which would probably be good because if we're right and Dio's the terrorist, which
To be
you
fair,
know,
we already had one opportunity to hang out with Dio, and then he fucking poisoned us. So
yeah, but
he
it's
said that, okay. Forrest is voting for the tree all the way to the right, so as far right as you can go.
Okay, I already clicked the middle tree, but you know,
You did what? You don't get to make these decisions. It's a team voting experience.
all right. Well, you know, I found the K ending, guys. Notice
Where are you? I don't see where you are in the. I didn't see where you are in the junction, old bastard.
we are going towards this middle ending.
So you're in the left route at the green-blue door split. Is this the first? So we'll go left one. Okay.
And we'll hang out with K.
So we're far on the left. We hung out. Okay. So here's what happened thus far. We went with Luna. We allied with Luna. That's what's happened thus far.
Yes.
And now we can either choose to hang out with Luna again, and that's what we've already seen, or we can hang out with Kay. This is what Ninja wants. Or you can do what Force wants, which says, fuck that, go Alice route, go betray, pick whatever the fuck, go betray again, asshole.
You want to go with the tree all the way to the right?
As far right as you can go, apparently.
I thought you wanted to find K. The tree all the way to the right is going to be like probably
Not
Phi.
Alice, but slant, I guess.
I think it's Phi. Like, looking at it, I know where Clover's probably the betray route in the middle here.
Why?
Because there's nowhere else that we could possibly hang out with all of those people.
Okay, where's a rundown? Where's every ending and where you think they are? Like,
all right,
like you
we already know where the Luna ending is. We know where the K ending, I'm saying, is one of these two on this path here that we're on right now.
Remember, we
the
can't
other
see
one,
anything you're gesturing to, so you need to like zoom in on it probably.
Okay. All right. So you see this question mark? This one is the tree that leads to the K ending. This question mark is the one that leads to the Dio ending. And then somewhere here is going to be Clover. Because we know Alice is here. And
that's
that
an
would
entirely separate route. That's the Tenmyoji route. Why would that go with Clover?
There's not a Clover, like a Clover. Okay, so here's Tenmyoji, right? Quark is going to be right here because we're going to save Quark's life at the sacrifice of our own, but we're not actually going to die, and that's going to give us information on Quark. It doesn't exactly take a fucking PhD in swagology in order to figure that.
Ending?
Why would it be Dio? Dio's leaving.
You hung out with him in that route.
Yeah, but Dio's right the fuck here. I'm telling you right now. There's no fucking way it's not.
How the fuck why would you say that?
How would I say that?
Yeah, why would you say Dio's there?
Because one, Dio's an asshole, and it's one of the routes that exists after a betrayal.
I'm thinking you're full of shit. It would make more sense for the damn Quark or the Dio ending to be the one where you hang out with Dio.
I just feel Tenmyoji and Quark have connections, and therefore their routes should be close together.
And then you're saying the Alice and Clover don't have good connections? Why are they on different routes?
Well, they are close together, but they're on different routes. My implication is that they are directly next to each other, but one route apart. What about that
gives you too
fuck
few
boy?
endings, though. Where are the rest of them?
What do you mean too few? Vi's over here somewhere, probably on the not like directly over here, but like somewhere on the Alice betray route would be Phi, and then also ourselves. One of them is going to be this ending right here. I'm calling it right now, just because it parallels the Alice route.
Okay.
Again, this is all just guesswork.
she's willing to go along with your supposed K-Ride.
Right.
We should hurry.
Took off toward the door to run. Oh, my fucking head hurts. Damn, man. Man, my head hurts.
It's because we're on the wrong ending.
Oh shit, yeah, we're at the wrong timeline. There's divergencies. Like, dude, this is the wrong timeline. I'm gonna be wiped out of existence.
0.
No, my head's
Chromatic
fucking pounding
doors
right now.
closing.
Oh my lord.
I'll have to put a sock on the door at least. Did you fast that sentence any more than you did? Good joke.
Where the fuck is your face cut out?
Could you have asked good joke any more than you did? You were like,
Oh, good joke.
Good joke.
Good
It
joke.
appears they are all locked.
Is this the dead end?
Oh, dude, that's good shit right there. Twix.
I can't even talk. I got.
What's that over there?
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
Does that lever move?
Oh, it's the rec room. Dude, Kay's gonna
Well,
die.
that was easy enough.
Can you imagine if
Should I
every single
rewrite this yet? No, it's clearly legible both times still, so we're good yet. The time dilution has not ruined our writing yet.
Only open the door on the right though.
Then we are likely meant to go there.
How do we get to the other doors to open?
I have no idea. There do not seem to be any other mechanisms which might cause them to unlock.
I don't think that's really something we should be worrying about right now. We have a door that's open, we should go through it.
You are correct. There is little to be achieved by remaining here.
What it is then? Oh, right, I guess.
Wait, isn't this also the ending we had the key?
Yeah.
Because didn't the Luna ending have
You
us
said
having...
this a long ass time ago why you thought this was the K ending. This is the only time we've ever seen the damn key.
Well, yeah, but like also we're here with Kay, you know? It all makes sense.
You're forgetting your own timeline. This dude's looking at the damn this dude's looking at the fucking he wrote the wiki as he's playing through the game. There's a lot of wrong information on the wiki. I wouldn't trust it, guys. What is this place?
Oh, well, Ants, one of the things is, right? As you notice that, like, the J is getting all fucked up at the top, but the J at the bottom's not.
He's all wibbly wobbly, dude.
As time goes on, and we go through different timelines, these notes degrade. So there's a chance that they would degrade enough that I couldn't tell one of the letters, and that's why I have two. So that hopefully they don't both get degraded in the same spot, and I can guess from the other one back and forth.
Honestly, I would say just leave one of them and never erase it, so you can see how extreme the degradation gets, like, super late game. I already read it.
The rec room, apparently. Oh, you didn't see it. There was a plate on the door. It said rec room, as I recall.
Short for
Alice
recreation,
is still a
one might
massive
say.
bitch.
How
I get to
ironic.
be Alice still, I guess, and you get to finally do K.
I doubt recreation is foremost on
headache.
any of our minds right
I
now.
wanna- I've already read so much, man.
All right, then I'll take K.
No,
I'll
no,
take
no,
K
no,
for.
no, no.
I'll do a
No,
good voice for
no,
K.
no, no,
I'll do.
no, no,
I'll do.
no.
I'll do good
no,
for K.
No,
I'm not
no,
gonna.
no,
I will
no,
not
no,
do robot.
No.
I'll not do robot
no,
voice. I promise you.
no,
I want to do
nuh-uh.
one male
Okay,
character who's
the
not
swirling darts I
ancient.
get, but what's with all the suits of armor? Seems kind of weird.
If you think the armor's weird, check that thing out.
Is that a
Damn.
ride?
Yeah. I see them in front of grocery stores all the time. You put a coin in and it kind of rocks around. You must have gone on one at least once when you were a kid.
I have no memory of doing so, but it is possible.
I have been a child before.
Does this thing mean there were kids here at some point?
No, I don't think so. I guess it's part of someone's collection.
This thing is terrifying, so I doubt it.
That seems like an
I never
exceedingly
see them
odd thing to
anymore, so this
collect.
game's already disconnected from our timeline.
Yeah.
I've never seen these things anymore.
You gotta remember that Alice is saying that she sees these outside of grocery stores in 2028. So, like, there has to be a huge fucking resurgence of these. In the 2000s, yeah, you know, outside grocery stores, you would see those.
At least there's a lounge, some sleeping quarters, and now a rec room. It's like we're on some kind of luxury cruise line.
Oh no. It's gigantic.
Now that you mention it,
What's the third
it
one?
does give the impression that people are
It's the
supposed to stay
Titanic, the
here for an
Gigantic.
extended
Well,
period
Ninja,
of
what's the
time.
third one? There was a third ship.
Was there a third ship?
Yeah, there was a third ship. What's the third ship, Ninja? Come on.
Didn't the third ship also sink?
Don't worry about that.
I thought
What's the
that
third ship?
Gigantic was the only one that didn't sink. The huge...
They have a small,
The
but
Titanic,
well-stocked
the
infirmary.
Titanic,
Anyone
the
here would be able to
Gigantic,
treat
and
at
the
least minor
huge.
injuries and illnesses.
I was gonna see just the big, but alright. This is big.
So you think this
Nah,
room
the
is
big-
to help people keep from going
the
out
big
of
was
their
the
minds with
prototype.
boredom?
Yes,
And then they made the real big, and they thought, alright, we gotta
relaxation
change
is
this up a
important
little
in an
bit.
isolated environment.
Anything everybody needs to live without leaving. I guess they're planning to keep us here for a while, huh? Well, that's not happening.
I agree.
Can you imagine playing pool, like, pool, darts, and that looks like a chessboard in the corner under the glass, like, case?
Let's just find those moon card things and
Okay,
get
at
out
least
of
chess has, like, some extreme deck. Could you imagine how much of a god you'd be at pool after, like, 60 years? Every single person here is, like,
Olympic,
an
yes.
uncontested, self-contained pool god.
Ah,
Especially if we're
there's
on the
a door over
moon.
there.
That's some rebank shots right fucking there, dude.
Like, darts is just a very different game.
Yeah, no, like, dude.
Another door forced.
No good. I don't know what keys are. One of them. Looks like it's locked up tight.
He knows about locks, though.
Yeah, he doesn't know about keys, though. Locks
other
are just the
words,
thing preventing the
the
door from
moon must
opening.
be
That
in
is
this
like a
room
strength
somewhere.
check. His is not high enough.
That's why he keeps building those arms.
Alright then, let's find him. Why is Kay like a monk?
It's his Zenyatta cosplay. Don't question him.
Good
just-
lord, Overwatch. They just fucked it.
He's
There's
just
so many
too
characters in
buff.
Overwatch people just don't talk about. There's one of them.
Oh, dude, this is trippy, dude.
Ah, motion sickness, my favorite. Play pool, play pool, pool right now. Pool time, pool right now. Come on, to the pool table. Come on. No, not that. No. End the stream. End the stream right now. That's
Why?
not pool. I'm pissed.
But it's the pool balls. I need to get them off the wall, dude. So we can play pool. And just to be safe, let's.
I really wanted the stream to just end.
You know, I'm not you. Just in case this matters, you know, we need to set up the pool balls in this order in order to unlock the secrets of the universe or some shit.
Fucking Olkadan is gonna teach us the secret technique for pool.
This is the worst 5 I've ever drawn.
The other 5 is just as bad. That's just like a lightning bolt. They're
Because of
balls.
Balls from that kids show, right? Select 7 of them, you get a wish.
Yeah. But there's more than twice that here. Damn, that's a lot of wishes.
Oh, then it's a set of billiard balls.
Wonder what that could be a reference to. I don't know though. Then?
Look, I think it's probably a hint. Just grab it and bring it with you. Oh, fuck! We get to take that off the wall.
It's Billy. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, rec room. There we go. Instead of rec room, not red room video
It looks as
game.
though it's a piece of felt has been torn off.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
are you taking K or are you not? You said you had a headache. You want me to go back to robot voice? It looks as though a piece of felt has been torn off. I was trying to give him a good voice, but then you decided to be a little bitch boy.
I'm fucking looking at something.
Little bitch boy
This
baby.
piece of felt has been torn off.
Fuck you.
You're welcome.
I want to be K.
You can be Dio then. Fine.
Are you gonna be? That's so wrong. You have the smarmy assholeness that Dio needs.
All right, then you get to be Quark.
They already
You were
was
Quark and
Quark.
Tenyoji. That's 2 dudes.
Yeah, but they're two trash dudes.
There's not a whole lot of other options, my man. The ball retrieval slot.
I'll be
Examine the
Dio.
mounted deer. Examine the deer.
Oh, let's examine the fucking deer when we get there. Yeah, that's where the balls that go in the pockets come out. Oh, okay, of course, yes.
Oh yeah, that's where the balls go. Examine the deer.
We're examining the...
I'm looking at the... My god. This deer must have faced halfway through the wall and then gotten stuck. How horrific! That's just mounted head. It's decoration. Ah. I did think it had extraordinarily long legs. There you go. I'm pleased now.
All right, yeah, I got it, dude, I got it. We're
This is the
just...
most fucked keyboard. Can you imagine using this damn thing? Nothing happens when I push the buttons. Why don't you hit it? A little damage might make it more flexible. What the hell kind of logic is that? Being locked means it's working correctly, then if it's not working correctly, it won't be locked. Nope. That's Sigma's logic with doors, but not for this. If we break it completely, then we're boned. What an astute observation.
All right, please let me back away.
Oh, look at the lance. That's another one. Oh, you actually got the button on the jukebox, so that was... Huh. Why won't it open?
What is that?
Looks like a card.
Something in there, but we can't take it out if it won't open. All right, cool. There's like 2 slots for records.
Open. Look at a lance.
I'm trying to click on the lance. This guy's holding a shield with glass on it.
Doesn't it look like there's something under the glass?
Yeah, hard to tell what it is from here, though. Looks like a clock, maybe? We can't get it as long as it's covered in glass. Alright, can I, like, go... This guy's holding something. Oh, it's a pull cue.
Do you not just click him?
Okay. I click on the
give
guy.
the suit armor the pull cue. I don't think that would be appropriate. That cue stick is meant for more important things. Perhaps you should hold on to it for now. I guess I'll just take the weapon it's holding then. There you go, you examine the lance. This is a spear. More specifically, it's a charging spear, for use from horseback. Even more specifically, it is a lance. Now look at it again. See how the tip is pointed? As you may have surmised, it was used primarily as a piercing weapon. Now do it again. A lance. Apparently, people sat on horses and used them to pierce things. The lances pierce things, I mean, not the horses.
Is that it? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm happy now. Thank you. Ah, pool cue. Why was the suit of armor holding a pool cue? Perhaps it's not an ordinary cue.
The butt end is a little weird. Got a hexagonal hole on the tip. Oh, cool.
It's a screwdriver cue. This is how you drive into victory. Oh, this pool cue is mine. That suit of armor that wants it, he'll have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers. I don't think that weapon I'm holding is the one I need. That's a trident. It's for catching fish, right? Originally, yes. I believe this is a slightly modified version, though. It is known as a trident. A trident is a spear-like weapon with a three-pronged tip.
Cool. Very cool.
Dart. Oh, the dart puzzle was super fun. I remember that. Oh.
Ooh, billiard balls, but we're missing one of them.
Those pool balls? They look rather odd, though. Aren't pool balls usually painted a variety of colors? These appear to be all white, although they are numbered. Well, might as well try using them with the table. Hey, there's that luminol. Huh. Wonder why this felt is damp. Presumably because it has been soaked in something. Looks like these are all the same thing.
How many
Bev
fucking murders are they planning to solve that they need 7 full spray bottles of luminol?
Dude, drinks on tonight.
Do you think we're supposed to pick up the right bottles or something?
I hope not. They all look exactly alike to me.
Then just take whichever one you want.
This is luminol. Must be luminol spray. It reacts with certain things, such as blood, and glows with a very faint bluish-white light. It's often used in forensic investigations. Huh. What are we supposed to do with it?
Maybe you could spray it on the pool table.
The pool table? Why?
When I was examining it earlier, I noticed a few areas where it looked like something had been wiped off. If it was blood. Unless... Okay, alright, yeah. So let's just, just start spraying the pool table,
Now let's spray the table with luminol. Get it in there, and get the felt on there, too. Just right on there. Ah, look at the piece of felt I see. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to fit it into this bare spot on the pool table. And there. I like how we know a lot about the rec room just because of the other route.
So we have A, we have B, we have C, we have D, we have F, and we have E.
C, F, B, A to E. There's 6 letters on the table. Yeah, it looks like they were written on in something that reacted with the luminol. They appear to be the letters A through F. No patterns that I can see, though. Pool table seems like a natural place to use pool balls. No, it's too dark. Don't know what might happen to them. Better turn the lights back on before I get my balls out.
What a fucking pervert. Needs people to see his balls.
What the fuck, bro? He's not talking about that. You're a pervert, dude. It's fucked up, bro.
He says he needs people to see his ball.
Pool table.
His pool ball. I think it's a scoreboard. Oh, cool.
It's a fat little ship. Alright, what am I supposed to do with these balls?
Maybe you need to drop them into the pockets on the pool table.
Sure wishing you wrote that one down, didn't you? Let's give it a try. Nice.
So, this puzzle, that's a pain in the ass, you know? Because
What?
I'm thinking, like, you look at the billiards poster, right? So, the B ball needs to be ball 1. The A ball needs to be ball 4.
You have fun.
C ball is ball 13. So, like, memo 4, 1, 13. Actually, we're just gonna erase this pyramid. 4, 1, 13. The other part is... Well, actually, that's a problem. What color is D, then? I'm gonna call D blue. So 2, 6, 9. And then, right, it sort of just becomes like, can I remember who is what? So like it's 4, 1. Two. Alright, we're gonna have to go actually back.
Yeah, just do it.
Because I need to make sure that I have the right order.
Rip my Allen wrench. On the floor it goes.
Okay, so I had A, B, F, and E right. I just didn't have D and C right.
B.
A, D, E. Alright. We need to go 4, 1, 13, 2, 6. There we go. Problem solved.
That was easy.
It looks like something came out of the ball retrieval slot. Is he down here?
What's this? Some sort of container, huh?
Something inside. Why don't you take it out?
I'm good. I'll just hang on to this then.
Dart tips! Fuck
Examine
yeah!
the dart tips. Are these chili peppers? Yes, I believe these are the variety known as the Hawk's Claw. Alice, please try some.
I'm not eating that. I don't care what kind of claw it is. Are you even looking at them? These are obviously dart tips.
I don't know. I'm just not seeing it. They look like peppers to me.
Do you know what soft darts are? They use plastic tips instead of metal ones. Cool.
They do kind of look like peppers, though. Put this in your mouth.
An outlet. Fuck yeah, dude. Looks like this extension cord is plugged into the ride, but not sure why.
What do you mean? It's probably there so the ride can get power.
That's not what I mean. Way too much slack. Doesn't it look like the ride's power cable is long enough without the extension?
Let's take the extension cable with us.
Don't forget to plug the ride back into the outlet.
No! Yeah.
You should sleep, Method. Sleep is not a scam.
Speaking of sleep, end it.
What?
End it all. Sleep eternally.
This was connected to Zero Junior's ride. Got a pretty long cable on it. Ah, well, nothing to see here.
Insert dick.
Walk away.
Walk away! Oh, how nostalgic. This is a jukebox. It plays an old form of music media known as the record. With a push of a few buttons, you can listen to your favorite songs. Looks like it's not plugged in.
An outlet over there, but I don't think the cable is long enough.
It won't reach? Doesn't look like it. Guess we can't use the jukebox right now.
Hey, Sigma, I think you've got the solution right there.
Indeed, you might say extend the reach of the jukebox cable.
Now get to it.
Asshole. Power cable plug outlet. Blah, 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 blah. You gotta turn it on first. Gotta plug it out, plug it back in. Extension cord is connected and plugged in. Unfortunately, it seems that this isn't quite enough. I believe we'll need to insert a coin before the machine will operate.
Alright, so we need to find coins. Where do we get coins from?
Looks like some sort of control panel.
There's something on the screen. Like, angular button turns stage lights on and off. Circular button activates armor. Oh.
Activate that armor.
No,
Give that motherfucker an axe. Take that axe from that crouching dude, put it in that dude who's doing overhand. He's doing an overhead and he's crouching, dude. Hard combo, baby. Woo! Can't crouch an overhead, dickhead. Well, I was actually kind of right. Wow, look at that.
How do they both have axes, though?
Take the axe from the first one and put it on the other one. Take his axe and deprive him of that axe and give it to the overhead.
Why does the shadow in the suit of armor on the left have an axe?
Now we'll find out. Maybe it's a ghost.
I don't think so.
Perhaps you shouldn't concentrate on where the shadows came from, but rather what the shadows mean. What they mean, huh?
Oh, let's take that guy's axe from him, I guess. Gonna have to figure out something to do with all these weapons we're holding.
Kill Dio.
Oh, of course.
Turn them lights back off. Or no, activate the robot.
There's a triangle in the middle of the circular button.
I'm gonna push it.
Oh. The shield.
Glass is broken.
There, we can get the thing on his shield now, right?
Yeah, let's grab it.
Oh, dude, it's an Allen wrench!
I have one in my hands right now!
We're gonna use this Allen wrench to build so much IKEA furniture you will not understand. The world is our oyster. An Allen wrench? You know what that is, right? It's like a screwdriver, kind of. Gotta just uses special hexagonal holes. Hexagonal holes. Well, you know, you can combine that with the pool cue.
You have destroyed the cue. You just dropped it on the floor.
So, like, what if we can...
You also dropped the axe on the floor, assuming unless he's not holding it.
No, he's holding the axe, almost certainly.
Aw, damn it. I really want you to just drop one of the weapons on the damn ground.
Like, what if I gave trident to the guy who didn't have the trident, and the spear to the guy who... It didn't seem to do anything, but, you know, maybe, who knows, you know?
You got an Allen wrench, start fucking with shit. Alright, it's cool. This here should fit the keyhole here. Took a bit of work to make, but yes. The tip does look remarkably similar. Okay, here we go. It opened. Let's take a look inside. You know, I was all excited about finally being rich after we found these in here, but they don't look right.
Ones with the sun on it.
I was gonna say, like,
lion.
this one's pretty damn slant, that cool one. You insert a sun coin into the mouth of a lion. That's cool.
Yeah, but like it doesn't mean anything.
It's cool though. It's cool as hell. That's what it means. Markings are strange. I have a feeling they only work on this ride.
Well, you're wrong. They also work in the jukebox, buddy.
That seems likely. In any event, we may as well take a few of them.
The whole pile.
Yeah. These are coins we borrowed for the ride. I don't know if they have any actual value, but they may be useful elsewhere in the room.
Oh no, there's still some left in there.
Oh, were you planning to put a coin in there? Yeah, I figured if I put a coin in here, then maybe it'll start up, right? Okay, I'll just drop a coin in and... Okay! Why the hell are you writing it? Look at me go!
I can't watch this.
There is no God. Hey, Sigma! Alice! He's waving at us now. Alice, what's going on? I'm scared.
I'm not watching. This isn't happening. Everything is fine.
Huh? What was that? It seems to have taken a picture. Hooray! Ah, that was delightful. Now, where is that photograph? Ah, there we are. Excellent. I give this to you as a memento of our time together, Sigma. I don't really... Just holding it makes me feel wrong. Now, that's hardly necessary. These D1's nut. Now look at the machine again. Like the coin slot.
So do I look at it with the coins?
I don't know, man. Never thought I'd see that.
It will stay with me until I die. Alright.
Okay, now to put a coin in here. The button's lit up. Guess it's on now.
Well, you know, we have to examine
You just
the
toss
photo.
the coins on the ground. Well. That's a handsome fellow there, isn't it? I would very much like to give these out to the others, but it seems I can't print anymore. Terribly disappointing. Oh. Wait. There's something written on the back. Z9 D1. I wonder what that means. Pop up the jams. Pump up the jam, yeah, pump it up, yeah, pump it, baby. Yeah, someone's gone gold!
I don't think it's actually gold. Was it D1?
D1, yeah.
And of course... Alright, well, you know, they can't sue me for trying.
I'll see you in court. can't sue me for just trying to kill you. I didn't do anything wrong, technically.
Attempted murder is a crime, you know?
No, you can't sue me for trying. Huh. You hear something?
Look. The light on the frame in the middle is green now. Ooh.
Well, yeah, so it is.
Guessing that means it might have unlocked?
What is this thing?
The box with darts in it, isn't it?
And some chevrons.
Yes, for darts. There are three things in it that look like darts.
Don't have any tips, though. Just the shaft and the fletching.
Looks like there's some kind of picture inside of the case. And have you noticed these markings on the lid?
You can worry about that later. Right now, I think we should focus on making complete darts. So we need to score 91. So, like, what if we combined it with this? Oh, look, we made real darts.
Red is greater than blue is greater than green, and score 91.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, yeah. I fucking love this puzzle. Oh, I had so much fun with this one.
There's two answers, right?
Most likely.
This feels like where we're gonna get two answers. And scoring 91 will be...
Probably gonna be the harder answer, yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, the other one's written right there on the right of the dartboard.
What do you mean?
Literally, it says score 120 right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get a score of 91 with 3 darts. Just to hypothetically show you that has nothing to do with it. We've now scored 120.
Yeah.
What? Okay. So red needs to be less than blue, which needs to be less than green, right?
No, it's red needs to be greater than blue, which needs to be greater than green. Because that's the greater symbol. You can always tell by which direction that it's facing.
Yeah. I forgot which way it was facing.
Red and towards blue.
Okay. Oh! Fuck you, game.
Yep.
Because if you notice, they also have an increased size between
Yeah, green being higher than blue, so just get both ways.
Yeah.
One with red higher, one with green higher. That's all you gotta do.
Okay. So the closer to the middle, the more we multiply.
An easy one to know is that it's always blue in the middle.
What do you mean it's always blue in the middle?
Blue is, no matter what, always the middle-sized one. Either red's the biggest one and green's the smallest, or green's the biggest one and red is the smallest. Blue is always in the middle.
Yeah. So our largest number we can make with red is going to be 17 times 2, also known as 34. So, you know, people who don't math. Like, okay, what ways can we get to 91?
Should have kind of let you do your own thing for right now.
I'm just trying to do math here.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just...
So 34 gives us a little bit of room, but we need to then go, like... Is there a way to get 33?
Yeah, probably.
Like, how close can we get on the next one? Yeah, we can. 34. 33, that's 67. Which means we only need to get a number of 24? That's 21. Fuck. Which actually I think shows that didn't work, because there's nowhere that's higher than that.
Always has been.
Okay, well, you know, I fucked that up. I want the red. I want the blue. What green? Oh, actually, there is a green that's higher. It's this one. That's the one that I wanted. Fucking up by a little bit.
Good job. Now do the other one.
Good work. Looks like you got it. Isn't blue the one that's optional?
I have no idea, dude.
I can actually check that, right? Because, like, if I go here, we have blue and green is always the one that gets you out, because it's the one on the left.
I don't know, dude. Dude, I don't know, dude.
So we just did the easy one. I mean, the hard one. So what's the easy one?
I don't know, dude.
51. How do I do it easily? How do I do? What's the easy answer?
The answer is math. You know that to be true.
Yes, but it's a stupid load of bullshit. Let's try 40. We do need to hit there. Nope, that was definitely not the place to hit. What if I did like this? Okay, so that gives you 290. So that is not correct. Alright, what if we try this followed by this? How far out are we? We are 7 away. Which sucks. And we would need 20, which is not possible. What is supposed to be the easy answer here?
That's a good question. I love this puzzle. Isn't it fun?
It's not fun, it's just math, and I don't have the ability to work out mathematics in front of people like this. I don't have the paper to do what I would need to do. Like, what combination?
You don't need paper in game.
Yeah, but I don't have the ability to figure out what 3 things add up into fucking 91. So it's all permutations all the way down.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You have fun. I'll be right back. So don't have too much fun while I'm gone, because clearly.
So if the green has to be the biggest, it has to land on one of these 2 spots. Those are our only 2 answers. So either we need to find a combination that works from 51, or a combination that works... Okay, so we need to come up with 40 points here. With blue and red, right? Our options include... I'm dumb as hell. That's 81. Damn it. I'm not dumb as hell. I'm slightly smarter than I thought, but also... The green 20 is a 40, right? So that means that between the next 2, we need to come up with 50-something points, which actually is illegal if we're running with the idea that the item size matters. Right? That it's got to go green, then blue, then red, right? Because green is the big one, blue is the medium one, and then red is the small one there, right? So actually, we actually only have 1 valid start. Because in 40, to get to 90, we would need 50 points between 2 things, and they would actually, no, they are both legal again. I've talked myself out of it. But we would need to figure out what 20-point totals we have. I think the closest we have is 22. We would need to be paired with, like, 28.
Okay, so the family has decreed I got to do something about food, so we should like end it after this.
That was always the plan. I just need an out. I need an out.
Do you want me to help? Do you need help? You want some help?
I asked for that a while ago, and you just kept saying, "Oh, isn't the puzzle fun? Isn't the math fun? Isn't fun and doing just math?"
Red 6.
What?
Red 6.
Red. There isn't a 6 on the board. Oh, okay. Red. There is a 6 on the board.
Red 6.
All right. So let's hit that. Let's hit the red.
Red 6.
Red 6. All right, that gets you to 69.
Blue 11. Green 20.
Yeah, well, we got there. We got there. I was getting
Red
there.
6, blue 11, green 20.
Why is that one the easy one to find? Who decides these things?
I'll read the damn book, then we could be good. Oh yeah, you gotta open this too, don't you?
Archive, what was the other code? It's stars with sun in the middle and secret. We gotta figure out what's this one about. Wound 1.
Oh, you're here. All right. Fourth intercostal okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, we
That's the wound. Isn't that the wound of the first lady?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, wait, no. One sharp, one blunt.
No. Oh, yeah, actually, wait.
Oh no,
we don't know about a second wound.
Yeah.
Wound cavity, depth of wound, frequent match length of blade, wound length, with blunting. Width of the blunting of the wound usually. Oh, corresponds to the width of the knife blade. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Not to be confused with a coroner. A coroner. Corona is a government official who assists law enforcement.
It's a coroner and a corner. Is those words?
I know. Coroner. I was putting emphasis. Coroner. The causes of death and dealing with paperwork.
The coronavirus.
Surrounding corpses. It can also be used colloquially to refer to someone who performs these duties, whether or not they're actually employed by the government.
Autopsy.
An autopsy is a post-mortem surgery that examines a body in detail to determine the cause of death and evaluate any diseases or injuries that might be present. It's also super gross. Luminol.
No.
Luminol is an organic compound with a chemical formula CH, C8H7N302. When mixed with hydroxide salt and hydrogen peroxide, it will glow blue when it comes in contact with blood and certain other substances. This property has made a useful tool in criminal investigations where it can reveal blood stains that have been cleaned up.
That means it's carbon, 8 carbon, 7 hydrogen, 3 nitrogen, 2 oxygen, in case you ever wanted to make some at home.
Keep this in mind the next time you're contemplating how to deal with the neighbors listening to death metal at 3 in the morning. First glance, Kay's bracelet seems different from the others. Specifically appears to be attached to his suit. Although the design is slightly different, it's not part of his suit. The bracelet is attached directly to his wrist, with the face looking out through the hole in his armor. Just like the other bracelets, it'll only come off when he escapes or when his heart stops beating. Memory condition where the sufferer retains knowledge, such as language, social common sense, and so on. But memories of their own past and personality disappear. This guy's usually psychological, but in rare cases it can be caused by serious head trauma. Katie suggested that an extremely painful breakup might have been the cause of his condition, but generalized amnesia requires a much more powerful trigger than breaking up with someone. In fact, a painful breakup often has the opposite effect. You want to desperately forget, but find that to be impossible, which leads to all sorts of mental disorders. Or so the person sitting behind me says.
We've gotten a lot of these now.
How many do we even have left? 2, 3, 4?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
5 left.
5.
That means 5 more puzzle rooms.
Alright, open this bitch and then we'll get move on. Skip the redundant dialogue.
There's no redundant dialogue here, only the truth.
It's a key, a map, and cards. Who, like, literally, who gives a shit? Yeah.
I like how this one has nothing extra in it. Like, all the other ones had an extra thing, didn't they?
No. No, this is just normal. What are you talking about? Don't you know the files are non-canon?
What do you mean the files are not? The files are canon. They exist.
I don't believe it.
It is weird that they exist, but they do exist. My issue is just that the other safes have contained some other thing inside them beyond that map, key, and cards.
Pop that key right in there, and then we could scream at Scion for not being here while we leave. I had a good string of reading.
You found it. Does it always
You found
say that?
it. It's seek a way out. You found it. They always say that.
Why have I never noticed it before?
You found it.
You found
a
it.
way out. You found it. Good job. Now
Memento Mori of the Ninth Planet Ate the Sun, guys.
Baby.
We're just gonna end it right here, right here. So Scion can like just he can really come in here and he can analyze the fuck out of this text until he finds all the answers he seeks.
Interesting.
Have a good day.